one half of the cerebrum is referred to a lobe. Call that a lobe. This big kind of lumpy structure in the kind of sitting at the base and to the posterior is called the cerebellum. Right? And also with these, I'm not going to ask you like any functions or anything like that. These would be just like simple identification questions. Okay. So cerebellum sits in the back, and then at the base of the brainstem, so brainstem up here, we call this the pons. Okay. P-O-N-S. Pons. The pons. And so then this whole thing down here, 126 to 127 on here, is the brain stem. All right, so looking at the inferior portion of the brain, so we're going up the brain stem to the cerebellum. If you follow it up here and you get to kind of the anterior point, you're going to reach a whole mess of crap right here, okay? There's a little X that's going to form, and that's called the optic chiasm. Right? So it looks like a little X, so think of the Greek letter chi, which looks like an X, okay? So that is the optic chiasm, and then you have these two branches coming off of the X that are going to come out here and form the optic tract, and they're going to end up going to the posterior side of the eyes, okay? So that's going to be the basis of the optic nerve there. And then coming off of, like, just underneath the base, or like it's almost kind of like grafted up underneath the cerebrum here, you have another little tract of gray matter right there, and that's the olfactory bulb. Right? So olfactory bulb is going to be this thing right here. So olfactory bulb. And then this little guy sitting. So if we have the brain in this position, it's going to be the most inferior structure coming off of the optic chiasm. That is going to be your pituitary gland. And where have we heard that before? Probably on Tuesday when I told you guys that you have to know where this sits in the skull. So where does it sit in the skull?
The sella turcica.
Sella turcica, right? So I can point to this and ask you what this is and where does it sit. And I can point to the sella turcica in the skull and ask what sits there, right? So, pituitary gland into the sella turcica of the sphenoid bone. All right. That's it.